Hello, hi everyone. This video is for our new paper IBS. Today in this video, I am going to tell you how to use our case study index and how to use our MCQ index. So our case study index will be useful if there is any case study repeated in your exam. So our case study index, you can identify from where that case study is repeated and you can just do a copy paste of answer from the repeated one and you can score full marks in that question. Second thing is our MCQ index. MCQ index will help you to identify if there is any repeated MCQ, then what is the answer of that repeated MCQ. So let's start with the simple one, which is our MCQ index. And before starting, apart from these, I have also prepared some other material which I will share in our next upcoming video, and will also share the strategy for paper 6 IBS, the trend analysis, like which subject which is ICAI is asking very frequently in IBS, and what all material you need to carry in the exam, and how you should answer your questions in the exam for paper 6 IBS. So these things I will cover in our next video, and in this video I will cover on how to use the indexes. So let's start this video. So first let's move to a simple part, which is our IBS MCQ index. And other question that you may have is where all you can find these material. So you can find all this material on our Telegram channel. I will put the link of Telegram channel in our description box. Also, I will upload this material on the Google Drive, so you can access all of them on our Google Drive as well. So first is our IBS MCQ index, and what all things it will cover. So it covers all the MCQs that ICAI has ever released for our IBS subject. So it includes all the MCQ from our old course paper 6F, which is the same as our new paper IBS. So all the past year paper, mock test paper, case study digest, sample case studies, all the journals, so all the MCQ that ICAI has ever asked are covered in this index. So I have taken all those MCQs, then I have segregated them based on subject like FR, AFM, audit, and then sorted them in A to Z order so that you can search those in our exam. So this is our MCQ index. I have mentioned here all the features. I have also mentioned instruction to use and how to use this index in the exam. And here our index starts. So first it contains the subject. The first subject is FR. Then it contains the reference. Reference means from where this MCQ has been asked. So this MCQ you can see as a J21, which means suggested answer January 21, case study 4, question 4.1. This is our MCQ, and then this is our answer. So all the MCQ you can see are sorted in A to Z order. So first will come the A, then you can see the letter C, letter B, letter C, and similarly you can see. Now let's try to find and search an MCQ from our paper. So let's take example of our July 21 exam paper. This is the suggested answer. So here you can see this is our case study 1. I will quickly scroll to the MCQ part here. So this is our MCQ. So here I can see MCQ 1.1. Now I will read this MCQ and I will try to understand from which subject this MCQ has been asked. So it says, in respect of the input given in para 1 above, is there any further responsibility of the stat auditor with regards to the other formalities to be performed for related party transaction? So on reading this MCQ, I got to know that this is based on audit, and if I know the concept, then I can easily answer from here. If I don't know the concept, what I can do is I can come to this index. So this index contains all the MCQ. What I have to do is I have to go to the audit part. Audit part starts on page number 10. So I will quickly go to the page number 10. So this is our page number 10. Now here I will see what is the initial word. It says in respect of the inputs. So here I will have to search the word I. So I will scroll till the word I come. So here I can see the word I started coming from here. I have to find in respect. So here I can see in respect of. I will again go to the question and read the next part. It says in respect of the inputs given in para 1. So here I can see in respect of the inputs given in para 1 above. And here I can find the exact match. So this way I have identified the MCQ. Now what is the answer? So answer is given just in the right side. So answer is yes, the statutory auditor has the responsibility, and then there is the complete answer. Same thing I will come and I can see here in this answer. I will take this answer and I will get the full marks in this MCQ. Now this scenario is happened because this July 21 paper I have incorporated in our MCQ index. So it was obvious that I will able to search this MCQ. But in your exam, there will be some new MCQ and there will be some MCQ which are repetitive. So I have seen some papers of past paper 6F where ICAI has repeated the MCQ from old papers or case study digest, and they, as it is repeated. So if you able to identify that these are repeated, you can score full marks on those. So this MCQ index is useful for you. If you have any doubt in an MCQ, or if you don't know the answer of the MCQ, then you can come here, you can try to search that MCQ here, and if you find it, you can just write the answer and score full marks in that MCQ. And you can also see from where this has been repeated. So you can also verify the other MCQ may also be similar. So this was our MCQ index. Now let's move to our main case study index. So this is our IBS case study index. Again, what all things it covers? It includes all the questions, all the descriptive questions that ICAI has ever released. And there are around 200 plus case studies that ICAI has released in paper 6F plus the new paper IBS. But if I remove the duplicates case studies, because ICAI has repeated some case studies in MTP from case study digest, or in suggested answer from case study digest or MTP or journal. So ICAI has done some repetition. So after removing the repetition, there are around 150 plus unique case studies. So I have taken all the descriptive questions of those case studies, and first I have segregated them based on the subject. Then I have sorted them in A to Z order, so you can search it in this index. Similarly, in this index, I have stated the feature, why this index is useful and how to use this index. Now, why this index is useful? Okay, so if you see the past trend in the paper 6F, which is now the new paper IBS, both are the same paper, same syllabus, and same type of questions and the scenarios. So in the last paper 6F, ICAI has repeated case studies multiple times, like in December 21, May 21 exam, November 20 exam, and it is probable that in the upcoming exam in May 24, ICAI may repeat one case study. And if even one case study you able to find from your old compilation, then you can easily score full marks, which is full 25 marks in that case study. And all these index and all this compilation will be worth it for those 25 marks. So these index, these compilation, everything will be useful in your exam only and only if any case study is repeated. If there is no case study is repeated in your exam, means no question is repeated, then you have to apply the knowledge of your practical papers and the theory paper, and you have to answer those questions. And I assume that in this first attempt of the IPS, since ICAI has already released lots of case studies in paper 6F, so there is high chances that they may repeat at least one case study in the exam, and you can use this index to search that case study. And if you found that repeated case study in this index, you can just do a copy paste and score full marks. You can read all this instruction here. I will tell you how to use this index. So first thing is that you have to carry this index plus the case study compilation in your exam. So what is this case study compilation? So let me show you. So this is our IBS case study compilation. It includes every case study that ICAI has ever released in the old course as well as the new course. It is of approx 1300 pages because it contains all the unique case studies. So there are around 200 plus unique 200 plus case studies, and I have removed the duplication at some level. So now there are around 150 to 160 unique case studies that ICAI has released. In this index, you can see all those suggested answers, mock test paper, journals, the sample case studies, and the case study digest. So everything is covered here. And this index and this compilation is useful once you identify that any case study is repeated in your exam and from where it is repeated. Now let's again go to our index. So you have to carry this index plus your case study compilation in your exam. And in the exam, when you get the question paper, then in the first 15 minutes, you have to use this index and you have to search the repeated question. So now for the exam format, the exam will be of 4 hours where you will get the 15 minutes reading time. And in that reading time, you have to use this index. The exam format will be same as the old course electives, which were also 4-hour exams where you will have to attempt any 4 case studies out of the 5 case study, where the case study 1 will not be the mandatory case study. So this will going to be the exam format, and in the initial 15 minutes, you have to use this index. So first start with the question 1. You can skip the case study part, and then you can also skip the MCQ part. Directly come to the descriptive question. Then read the descriptive question and identify the subject from which the question is asked. And once you identify the question, once you identify the subject, come to this index. Let's say the question is from FR. Then come to the page number 4 here. And here you can see all the questions, all the descriptive questions of FR sorted in A to Z order. Now let's say your question start with what the treatment. So it starts with the word W. So you have to scroll in the FR index and find the word W. So here you can see all the questions start with the word W, which is the what word. and you can search them in this index. And then you can also see the references here. Let's say this is the reference which says essay N22 and case study 2 question 2.8, which means suggested answer November 22, case study 2 question 2.8. So this is the reference column which you can find, and if you able to find that from where this repeated case study came, and you can find the reference, you can just go to that reference part and copy that answer from that repeated case study. So let's say this was my reference, case study digest, case study 44 question 8. I will come to my compilation here and I will come to the case study digest. So I can see case study digest is on page number 852. So I will go to the page number 852, I will find that case study 41, and then I will just copy the answer from that case study 41 in my exam sheet, and I will get full marks on that case study. So this is how you will have to use this index. Let's take an example of the May 21 paper only. So we have taken this case study 1. Let's take the example of case study 2 now. So I got this case study 2 and I'm in my reading time of 15 minutes. I will not read this entire case study. Also, I will not read this MCQ. I will first quickly go to the descriptive part. This is my descriptive part here, and I have 3 descriptive questions. First, I will read the question. It says, being the referred management consultant, what are some of the ways you would suggest stars management to finance their startup? So after reading this question, I know it talks about startup, and startup is there in my paper AFM. So what I have to do is I have to go to my index again. I will see where is AFM. AFM is here on page number 7. We'll quickly go to page number 7. So this is our page number 7, and now we'll have to search this question. It says, being the referred management consultant. Start with word B. So here we can see the word B, being the referred management consultant, and I'm able to see the exact question. Now the thing is, this is from the suggested answer May 21, and the index includes all the question of May 21 suggested answer. So it was obvious that I will able to find. Now let's see any other question from this index. So let's say I will search for this question 2.8. Now it says there is the first question, then it has the subpart. So I will read the subpart. Can the commissioner makes a revision under section 263 of Income Tax Act 1961, both in respect of matters covered in appeal and other matters? So reading this question, I am able to identify this is from our DT, direct tax subject. So we'll go in the index again. We'll go on top. We'll see where is DT. DT is on page number 10 to 12. Go to page number 10 directly, and we'll again see what is the starting word. It says, can the commissioner make? So word C is our first word. So we'll see here that I can see the same question, can the commissioner make a revision order, and it is repeated 2 times. Okay, so for example, let's say I was sitting in the May 21 exam. I have this index. So in the May 21 exam, if I have this index, this line won't be here because I won't have the May 21 questions before the exam. So this line won't be there, but I will have this line. So you can see in the suggested answer May 21, the same question was asked in the suggested answer November 20. So the question which was asked in our November 20 exam, the same was asked in May 21 as well in the paper 6F. Okay, now I have identified that this question was repeated from our November 20 exam. What I have to do is I have to go to my case study compilation. This is my case study compilation. I will have to go to my November 20 suggested answer, which is page number 250. So quickly go to the page number 250. So this is my November 20 exam paper. In this, I can see it is case study 4 question 4.8. So quickly scroll to the case study 4 to find that question number 4.8. And then I will start matching it with the May 21 question. So I'm scrolling quickly to the page number 4.8. Case study 4.8. So here I the same question, can the commissioner make a revision under section 263? I will now go to the May 21 paper. In the May 21 paper, question 2.8 says the same question. Now what I will do, I will try to match the other questions as well. So I will try to match the question 2.7. It says, in respect of the information provided in para C, examine whether the cost of new component be required as an asset, and if so, what should be the carrying value. So this is our May 21 question. Again, go to the November 20. It says, in respect of the data provided in para 1 above, examine whether the cost of new component to be recognized as an asset. So I can understand that this is the same question which was asked in this July 21 exam as well. Similarly, I will also match this question and the MCQ. Let's match one of the MCQ. MCQ says, under the insolvency and bankruptcy code with reference to the information will come here in the compilation and we'll try to match the MCQ. So this MCQ is obviously not matching. Then we'll try to other MCQ. If any MCQ matching, then I will also answer those MCQ as well based on this November 20 paper. So this is the use of this index, that you will able to identify from if any question is repeated, from where it is repeated, and then you can do a copy paste to score full marks in that repeated question. So this will be the use of our case study index as well as our MCQ index and our compilation. And all these material you can find in our Telegram channel as well as the Google Drive link. I will paste in this comment section. So you can take the print of these now, or you can take the print of these later as well, because currently ICAI is going to release their MTP on 15th March. So that I will include this in compilation as well as the index, and then you can take the print. Or if you want to take the print now, you can take now as well, and then you will have to take the print of MTP separately and you just have to solve it. So that's all for today's video. In the next video, I am going to share the trend analysis of IBS, the strategy, and what all material you need to carry. So do subscribe our channel, and all the best for your exam.